Hi, this is Morgan Calzone, doing my 5th video for 6th grade math help. I will be doing Unit 5 expressions today, in which I'll be teaching algebraic expressions with word problems. Algebraic expressions notes. So, when you do algebraic expressions, it's either going to be an addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division problem, okay? So you're going to want to know the terminology, the certain words to look out for in the problems you are given to know whether or not it's an addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division problem. Okay, because it's not going to say it's an addition problem or subtraction problem or multiplication or a division problem. It will give you key terms that you have to understand that will indicate what kind of problem it is, okay? So it's very important for you to understand all of these terms, and there are more. So I have 2 diagrams here that shows you some of the ways I'll write it out, okay? So down here, look down here, there's some examples. Example, okay? So 6 more than a number, okay? So the first thing you want to single out are the key words, so you know what kind of problem instantly it's going to be. So in this case, you see the words more than. When you see more than, you instantly think addition. You want to know this. You need to know this. You need to know that more than means addition, okay? Now you're going to single out the terms being used. So you see a 6, which is one term, and then a number, which you're going to have to make a variable to represent the number. Okay? So you have 6 plus a number, and you could represent the number to be any letter. But in this case, it's n. So 6 plus n, and that's your answer. What we're in essence doing is we're taking a word problem and making it into an expression using numbers and signs. And so if you look below there, there's another one if you want to try it by yourself. And there's a couple here. And this next word where there's word phrases and there's an expression representing the word phrase, all of these represent that one expression. So there's multiple ways to word an expression, okay? So I suggest that you look through all this chart, pause this video, look through them, make sure you understand what it's asking, because there's different ways to say it, okay? Now on to the examples. Algebraic expression examples. So this is the addition example, okay? So the sum of a number and 9. Automatically, sum of indicates addition. A number doesn't give us actual numbers, so we're going to represent it as n for our variable, and 9. So we're going to do n plus 9 is our expression. Okay, so you need to single out what kind of problem it is, and then variables and the numbers, okay? On to the next one. 5 more than a number. So we have 5 and a number. 5 more than a number, okay? So you see how it practically writes itself just by reading it. If you understand what the terminology for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division are, you pretty much got the equation, okay? On to the next one. 3 plus a number. Plus. is the key word. 3 and a number. 3 is 3. A number is the variable, so we're going to put n for the variable, and plus is the addition sign. So we're going to write it out again. 3 plus n is your answer. It's your expression. Now on to subtraction. Okay? So this one's a little bit more tricky because in addition, really you could put the variable or the number on either side and it technically would still give you the right answer if you were to solve it. In subtraction, that's not the case. You have to make sure it's in the right spot. Okay? So let's do some subtraction ones. First, we have to make sure that we single out the term that makes it a subtraction problem, makes us realize it's a subtraction problem. Okay? So, and we're going to find the variables and numbers. So, 4 less than 2 times a number. 4 less than. And in this problem, it's actually a multi-step problem. It's not only subtraction, it's subtraction and multiplication because 2 times number is multiplication. So this one's actually a little bit more tricky. Okay, so we have 2 in here, and then we have 4, which is our number, and a number, which is our variable. Okay, and so we've got to reread this problem, make sure we set it up correctly. So 4 less than 2 times a number. So it's 2 times a number, 2 times n. Okay. 4 less than 2 times the number, so it's 4 less than that expression. So you're going to do 2 and minus 4 will be the expression. Okay? Now on to the next one. First, what we always do first is to figure out what kind of expression it is. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. In this video, I've on purpose categorize them into their sections, but on a test or a quiz, that might not happen. So you're going to really need to know the terminology, okay? And that's why I have a lot of charts with the terms on them so that you can get familiar with them. Pause the video, look back at them. They're very, very crucial. Very crucial. So the difference indicates subtraction of a number and 8. So a number is our variable, which is n, and 8 is our number. So the difference of a number and 8. What that'll end up being is n minus 8. Okay? So we're going to end up getting n minus 8. The difference of a number and 8 indicates that the n is first, subtracted by the 8. Okay? Now, in this next question, we are given the variable already. It says y less than 4. Less than indicates that it's subtraction. Y is our variable. And 4 is our number. Okay, so y less than 4 will end up being y less than 4. Y minus 4. So that's going to be the answer. Y minus 4. Now on to the algebraic expression examples for multiplication and division. So, let's look for the words that indicate what kind of problem it is first. That's the first step. So, twice a number. Twice is our word, okay? Twice indicates times 2. So, you're multiplying a number, which is our variable, and 2 times indicates times 2. So we're going to do 2, I'm going to do 2n, which is the same thing as 2 times n. Okay? Now on to the next one. The product of 8 and a number. Product is the key term that indicates multiplication. 8 is our number, and a number is the variable, okay? So, if you haven't noticed, I've been writing things underneath the word problem to show what I'm going to be using in the word problem, and then after, based on how it's written, I figure out how I rewrite it to make it into a proper expression. See, now I'm going to go the product of 8 and a number. That means it's 8 times a number, or number times 8, and that's why this is the answer. Now you could, it's the same thing as saying 8 times n. So 8n is equivalent to 8 times n, which is the x. So you can do either way. These are the same, okay? So if I write out either or, I want you to understand that this is the same thing. So 2 times n is the same thing as 2n, okay? Now on to the next question. 5 times a number. So 5 times, so that's multiplied by 5. 5 is the number, and a number is the variable, which will represent as n. And so 5 times n is our answer, or 5n. Now on to division, which is the last step, the last section we need to go over. The quotient of a number and 5. Quotient shows its division, okay? And then a number is our variable, and 5 is our number, and this will be written now as x, or n, your number, divided by 5, or it could be written out as n over 5. There are 2 ways to write it. They're both right. Now let's go on to the next one. Half of a number. Half indicates 1/2, which is dividing by 1/2 of a number. Okay? So the number is the variable, so we're going to write n for that. And we could just do half of a number, what is the same thing as writing it out as 1/2 n is n over 2. So 1/2 indicates it's dividing because it's a fraction, and so it's n divided by half of a number, so it's half of the variable. So that's why I did n over 2, because you're taking half of that number. Okay? On to the next one, the last one. 2 divided by a number. Now this is divided by, so it's pretty simple to understand that's division. Now 2 is our number, 2, and a number is our variable. So 2 divided by a number will be Algebraic expression review. So the review, I pretty much just put some key terms you need to memorize, because that's the most important thing in expressions, okay? Because if you do not understand what words go with what kind of questions, you will never know how to do the questions in general. So please, I emphasize, go over these. It is crucial. So pause this video, look over these, memorize these. It will make it a whole lot easier. And so I also have some examples here that you might want to look at with different words used. Okay. I already did some examples on previous slides, so I won't go through all of these. I hope that this video is useful. I would love feedback. I want to make sure these videos are the best as they could be in order to help you prepare for 6th grade. And I hope that this has helped, and until next time.